Hey there! So today we are going to solve another LeetCode problem named length of last word. It is an easy one, so the video is going to be really short. And it goes like this. Given a string S consisting of words and spaces, return the length of last word in the string. A word is a maximal substring consisting of non-spaces characters only. And well, there are some examples here and some constraints. The most important one is that S consists of only English letters and spaces. Well, let's start to work on this. I would say that as Swift developers, we would prefer to work with the array of characters rather than with the API of string itself. All the solutions to this problem look alike. They would have some kind of word size buffer to computate the size of the last word. Any kind of developer also would suggest to use some kind of cycle to iterate through all of the characters in the string to find the white spaces, non-white spaces, and modify the word size when it's needed. The operation complexity of such solutions would be the big O notation of n, right? However, there is still a possibility of misperformance. Because, well, imagine you're asked this task in a real life. You have a book and you need to find the length of the last word in this huge string. You would start iterate through all the pages, all the words, all the sentences to finally find a last word in this book and then find its length. Well, sounds insane, right? What you would actually do, you would just open the book at the last page and find the last word to calculate its length. And this is exactly what we are going to do in this solution. We would start our iteration not from the beginning of the string, but from the last character in the string. We are going to iterate while index is greater or equal to 0, and index is going to be decreased at each step. At each iteration, we would check the element if it is equal to empty space. If it's not, then we are able to increase the word size by 1. If it is, well, there are two options here. If the word size is greater than 0, it means that, well, we've already passed through the word and we could return the word size straightforward from this line. If no, well, it means that we didn't find the first letter of the word yet, and we could continue with our iteration. In the end, if somehow the code was able to pass through this cycle, it means one of two options. Either string contains only white spaces, or the string itself is one huge word. Either way, the word size would contain the size of this word or 0, and we could return it from this line. So let's check for any compilation problems. As you see, there are no any. So let's submit this solution and check its performance. Yeah, as you see, with the execution time for all the test cases stays somewhere on the edge of threshold, and it shows 0 milliseconds, and that's why it beats almost 100% of other submissions. So if you would like to see me cracking other LeetCode problems, then put your request to the comment sections. And as for now, see you next time. Cheers.